Hello. It's been a while. Um, the last videos that I filmed were one was at home a while ago, and the other, I think it was here, but it's been a while. It's been about a month or so. So the other videos are from a while ago, and this is filmed more recently. Um, it is June 3rd at, let's see the time, 12:51 a.m. And tomorrow I have a few things to do. I have an interview at 12:30 to 1 p.m. And that is a co-op interview for a position at my school. It's like a needles hall position, basically like front desk kind of position. Um, and yeah, I have that tomorrow. And more excitingly, I have a tutorial. Well, not really tutorial, but it's for one of my clubs for dance. I'm teaching a choreo that I've made. Like it's been like a I think I've made this since last term. It's a choreo to Nissan Altima by Dochi. It's kind of an old one, and I kept adding things to it. So I'm kind of excited for that. So that is from 8 to maybe 10 tomorrow night as well. So I have two big things tomorrow. So yeah. Um, oh, also, I got my nails done by my bestie. Jacinda. She did my nails for me, and it's been about like 2 weeks since I've had this. I'm kind of upset because one already fell off my middle finger here, but yeah, they're pretty. I like them. They were like a partial birthday gift, so yeah, I get to have nice little nails today. Um, so basically, the topic for today is my thoughts about reaching my early 20s and like where I am right now. Um, oh yeah, my birthday had just passed, um, about like 2 weeks ago. And so I'm officially 20, which is really weird. I don't feel like that. No one has asked me my age yet, so I haven't gotten a chance to like say to mess up on my age because I already know that when people ask me my age, I'm gonna be like 19. I mean 20, and then I'm gonna cringe because I'm like, bro, how am I 20 right now? Like that's weird. I've kind of just been dissociating. Haven't thought about my age. So yeah. But I hit my early 20s, which is kind of exciting. And honestly, where I am right now is there's some ups and downs to it. I'm not great, I'm not terrible, but mental health wise, still struggling, to be honest. Recently, I had a meeting with an accessibility, I had like an accessibility consultant meeting. And at school, I signed up for the accessibilities program, or like um and basically is like you can get like extra accommodations on your classes, like for exams you could get like extra time, or for assignments or quizzes you can get like extra time, or you can extend due dates kind of thing. So it's honestly for people with like disabilities or mental health issues or mental health. And I had gone to a psychiatrist or sociologist. No, that's not it. I did a psychoeducational assessment, and I was diagnosed with ADD. So, and like this reading disability as well. So, um, I now am able to get accommodations because before, we were kind of suspecting some things, and I actually got tested like when I was 19. Um, and yeah, so I was diagnosed with that, and now I have an actual um, diagnosis. So then I can send it in to the school and I can get accommodations for my classes. And part of me didn't really want to get these accommodations because I've never really needed them. Um, I feel like I was doing fine with school and I was getting my things in on time and I was able to manage the time that I got for like my exams and my tests. But and part of me also kind of just thought that this was like um, something extra that I didn't really need and I didn't want any special treatment how I thought it was. So,
Yeah, I didn't really want any special treatment, and uh, I kind of just felt like I was doing fine. But, I guess the more I think about it, the more I probably will do better, or it will help me to have a little bit more time for exams, especially exams, um, because it takes me a little bit longer to actually read the question and process it and able to answer it properly, and like really think through it. Because I think with all of the distractions around me, I'm a person that gets distracted really easily, and I like to work better in quiet environments. So I like to work better alone, and I like to work better in like a quiet area. Even like working in the library, I get distracted, even if there's like not really anyone speaking, or like there's like, because people walking around everywhere, like I kind of just like instinctively look up when people are walking around, or if there's like little chitter chatter around me, or if there's like two people or whatever, like a group of people talking around me, I get really distracted. So I rather honestly just work at home or find like an empty classroom where I'm like alone. Because, and I feel like most people that I've spoken to, they like to work either in like the library, or they like to work with friends, or they need to like go somewhere. They can't work in the room. And I don't get that. I can work perfectly in my room. Like, I'm not on my bed, obviously. Like, I'm not working on my bed, but I'm like literally in my room. I have a desk, and then I have this thing that was originally for my gaming computer when it overheats. It's almost like a surface thing that you can elevate, and then you can plug it in to like um, prevent the heating system inside like from overheating. It kind of cools it down, and that thing can elevate, and that allows me to like stand up and do my work, because I also feel like I can't sit down for long periods of time to study, because I just get very fidgety and stuff, hence the ADD. Anyways, yeah, so I had a consultant meeting, and I don't even know where I was going with this, why I brought it up. Um, but yeah, today I ended up signing up for extra time for a psychology exam. So, anyways, I don't even know why I brought that up, but hopefully that reasoning comes back to me. But yeah, how I've been doing since 20. I've been I've been okay. I haven't been the best. Again, mentally, maybe that's where I was going with the psychology thing. Mentally, haven't been the best. Oh, I know why. I know I brought it up. Like, so I had the consultant meeting, and then she also sent me this email with like a bunch of like different things, different links that I might need that will help me. And I also asked her too if I could get like a number for maybe counseling or something. So she sent me the email and I haven't looked through it yet, and I need to look through it, especially to find the number, and maybe talking to someone will help me a little bit. I've always kind of wanted to do that kind of thing, talk to someone and see if I can find some clarity there in terms of like how I'm feeling, why I'm feeling certain things, and maybe how to see things in a different perspective, and how to not be so down about things and kind of almost just not really do anything about, or not do anything to solve the problem. Like, because sometimes I feel like I worry about, being lonely, or, but then, like, I'm very back and forth. I'm very cold and hot. Because one minute I'm like, oh, I'm so lonely. And then the next minute, like, but also, I'm lonely, but I don't really want to talk to people. And I'm like, oh, is it the people that I'm around? Is it like my friends? Is it, and I don't think it's the people I'm around. I think it could just be me, and maybe me not feeling fulfilled. Maybe I'm expecting something from others, and maybe I'm not getting that, so I'm not feeling fulfilled talking to other people, and I might be looking for something else that I'm craving, but I'm not getting it. So it's almost like, oh, like I want to talk to people, but there's no point, kind of thing. Like maybe I just want to figure out like why I have these feelings, and like what I can potentially do to solve them. And again, this is going to take a lot of willpower, because it's not that I don't want to do anything to help myself. It's just, yeah, I might not know the steps to get there. And it's a little bit of like me not wanting to put in the work and stuff like that, because sometimes when you're feeling down or feeling depressed, about things, it's easy to wallow away in that sorrow and depression, and to not fix the issue because it takes so much work, rather than to just, it's not easy to fix the situations. And sometimes like it's literally nothing, like you're not really sad about anything in particular, you're just sad. But I honestly think that there are reasons why I'm not the happiest. And I think, you know, I just is I have a few ideas of what they could be, but I kind of just want to get like a different perspective, because I always considered myself being a pretty self-aware person. So, I always can try to figure out like why am I feeling this way. But, having another perspective is always good. Um, and yeah, people can guide me towards maybe helping me solve the issues. And I hope I find someone that I click with as well, because that's also a struggle with finding counselors, especially since they're school counselors. They might just think of things more generally, and they might not like there's limitations, so they might not always be the perfect fit. But yeah, that's what I'm doing to help my mental health right now. Um, and I'd say like school wise, career wise, I'm again taking it one step at a time. This term, I also took on an exec position, at in my club, the same club that I'm teaching with, like my dance club. And to be honest, it's been a little bit stressful, especially because of all the work that I already have to do with school. And I'm also trying to join like a bunch of like these dance things. Like I'm in a dance group called Captivate at my school. We haven't had any perform like rehearsals yet, but we're trying to plan it. and there's only going to be like 6 rehearsals for the entire term until we perform. So like I have to learn the dance, um, and then I have to continue applying for more co-op positions. So that's not over. Just because I have an interview doesn't mean I have to stop applying to places. So I also have to do that, and then I have my schoolwork and stuff. So this exact position, especially near the beginning, like last week, I was having a lot of difficulties, like because for these sessions you have to like show up to every session, which is Tuesday and Thursday. But I already do that anyways. Like I already did that last terms, and I enjoyed learning dances. So I'm always at the Tuesday and Thursday sessions. But I also want to learn the dance, and as a videographer, you have to film the sessions. So you have to film a B-roll, which is like a quick little like pan of like everyone learning the choreo. And then at the very end, you have to film the videos of other people trying the choreo, and you have to film the showcase, which is like the choreographers like performing the entire piece to everyone. And like it's fine. It's just that sometimes when I'm trying to learn the choreo, I have to always worry about like taking B rolls, and then when I actually want to be put into groups to do the dance, I have to worry about filming. And then sometimes I like to practice on the side while other groups are going, and I can't practice because I have to film. And there's only two of us. Like it's not just me. There's me and another girl um doing it as well. Um so we kind of have to coordinate and say like, are you coming to this session? I can't be at this session, can you be there? And also I don't have storage on my phone, so I'm always using my friend's phone. And I kind of got in trouble the other time because the co-president kind of came up to me, and he was like saying that like you need to have storage on your phone because it's your responsibility, which like yeah, I know, but I'm kind of a hoarder. Sometimes I need to get rid of videos and images on my phone, and I've had them all the way like from since I was elementary school, high school, like they're memories. But yeah, I do need to like just, and I have tried to go through my phone and delete videos and stuff, but it's not enough clearly. So I have to keep doing that. But for now, I might just still secretly use my friend's phone because they let me, and they also come to sessions. So I just usually also too, the other girl who does the filming with me, she usually takes the B-rolls, and she's usually the one who handles, why the lighting just suddenly, she's usually the one that handles the videos because she kind of just does them. And I do ask her like, hey, do you need any help? Do you need me to film the B-rolls or take the videos? And so we exchange sometimes, like when she learns the dance or when she needs to perform the dance, I film, and then she films, and then like so. And we also split up the sections when we have to, or the videos that we have to film, because since it's 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday, there's 2 videos each week that we have to film, edit, and upload onto YouTube, onto the YouTube channel. So that's also where a little bit of the stress is coming in too, because I have used editing software before. Like I used CapCut, and then she used CapCut as well, so that was like kind of perfect. I kind of already know how to use it. It's just that sometimes it's just a little time consuming when you're editing the video. The song that the choreographer uses, like even if it's in the background of the video, like of them dancing, that's not enough. Like you have to screen record the actual song, and then you have to match it up to each clip of the groups. So like there's like different groups that perform the piece, and you have to match up the audio exactly with the audio of the groups. And that is the most time consuming things. Like sometimes you can be there for like a good hour just matching up the audios. And I kind of feel like that process is so annoying, and I get it, like it does enhance the um, volume of the song because it might not be as clear just watching the original video with like the speaker in the background, but you can't always hear it when you're watching it. So I get that it's just a little bit more clear when you're actually watching the video to hear the audio of the song, but it's really annoying and that is time consuming. And I think this year they're trying to be a little bit more on top of the video editing and uploading because previous years they fell really behind, because the obviously the videographers were getting busy with school and they didn't have a lot of time to edit these videos and upload them each week along with their classes and stuff like that. So a lot of it was being uploaded like near the end of the term. And honestly, like I understand why now. I mean, I wasn't really complaining about it before, but I'm like, oh, okay, they just posted on Instagram that all these videos are coming out, and I like, I'm like, okay, I'll watch them. I kind of forgot about it, but I'm kind of happy because I was in this one, so I want to see it. But I understand now why it was so delayed, and they're trying to keep on top of it this year. But to be honest, TBH, I don't know if that's gonna happen. And honestly, my sorry, I don't know why I'm so stuffy, but it honestly might be delayed again this term because your girl is like struggling with 5 classes on top of this, and basically this is like due every single week. So honestly, I might start falling behind, and I'm gonna do the work, but I'm not gonna be pressured to do it by the end of each week because sometimes I don't have time. Like, I have 5 classes that I'm juggling right now, and I know it was my responsibility to be an exec, and part of me is re- not regretting it, but maybe regretting being a videographer because I didn't know how much work it was going to be because this is my first time taking it on. And honestly, like, it was a little stressful in the beginning because I was struggling with like even the thumbnail too. They have like the title of the song um in the thumbnail, and then they also put it behind, like you have to almost take a um like a screenshot of the like a random moment in the like any of the dancing groups or whatever in the video, and then create a thumbnail and then put the title of the song in the back so that it's like kind of at the back of the people in the thumbnail. And for the longest time, they have this like Google sheet where it's like, oh, use Adobe Photoshop, but then apparently like people are saying you have to pay for that, and I'm like, hell no, I'm not paying for Adobe Photoshop for this. But thank God that I one of my friends helped me figure it out on CapCut, because you are able to do that on CapCut. So it's much more simple for me now. I don't actually have to take a screenshot and then upload it onto like Adobe and then edit it from there. Like I can honestly just do it on CapCut, and that makes things so much easier. Because if I had to do that every single time, I was literally gonna crash. I was crashing out already. I was crashing out already. I had to sit there and like figure out this whole editing thing. And the first like the first try took me like, it was really frustrating. And I don't know. Um, so it is a good thing to put on my resume, but I ain't getting paid for this, and I have 5 classes that I have to do, and I didn't really know how much work it was gonna be, TBH. But I'm just gonna try to do the best I can. And then apparently, like, I might have to also help film the concept videos near the end of the term because we have EOT, which is like BOT, beginning of term, and usually there's dances that people perform like a regular session, but these dances are going to be a part of performance teams. So then they have performance teams during the term where there's PDs, I think production directors, I think, and there's probably like about two per dance, and so um, people sign up to do a dance like, oh, like the dance is from the beginning of term, which one do you want to actually like learn the whole dance and perform? So then you have a chance to learn the whole dance, perform it. Like there's going to be a lot of events during the semester that you're going to perform at. So I've done that before. And I was also looking to be a PD as well. Like I think me and my other friends originally signed up to be a PD, but again, that is, I feel like it's gonna be like 10 times more harder than what I'm doing now. So I don't know. I honestly feel like if I'm gonna be an exec for these clubs, I'm gonna have to do it during like my co-op term when I just have to do a little bit of work because sometimes juggling classes and this is a lot and like managing due dates and stuff. So that's also just been um, again something new and exciting for me. And it's kind of hitting my milestone of like doing more like with things that I like to do and being more involved in the clubs that I really like to do. Um, but at the same time, it comes with a lot of stress because um, it's just kind of a lot for me to manage right now. And then on top of that, I, yeah, again, as I mentioned before, I joined um, a dance group, Captivate, and then I I think I'm gonna join a performance team for the same club that I'm like being an exec for. So I got all that going on. Um, but we're trying to manage things right now. Everything. I'm not really that behind. I'm a little bit behind on classes, but like not a lot. I kind of just caught up with my psychology class and my um, statistics class today, and I just did modules from last week that I didn't get a chance to do. But yeah, like honestly, I guess the moral of the story is that reaching your 20s is a whole lot of stress. Like, it's just stressful. It just gets stressful from here. And yeah, you just have a lot on your plate. And at the same time, I like to be busy, but sometimes it can get overwhelming. Um, and I guess I'm just trying to try to manage it all and organize things, organize my time, schedule things out, and also take care of myself. Like I'ma continue to you know go to the gym and eat as healthy as I can, and yeah, taking care of myself physically, trying to take care of myself mentally right now and stay sane. um, I don't even know personally for me if my 20s, if I'm super excited to about my 20s, to be honest. I feel like it's just like I just don't really see myself right now um having a more exciting life just because I'm in my 20s. And I honestly think that's just because of the lifestyle that I'm living now. I'm not really living an exciting life right now. And I don't even know if that's something that I crave, an exciting life. I hope things will change for good for me. Like, I hope that I'll develop more of a passion, or I'll, you know, be a little bit more happy about things, explore different things. I don't even really have a goal right now for what I want to look out, what I'm excited for, or what I want to achieve in my 20s. Like, I don't really have a goal. I'm honestly right now just trying to take life as it comes, to be honest. Like, I'm in all areas confused right now. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of living life right now, to be honest. Like, 20s are not that great. Yeah, but honestly, I think it's just definitely the lifestyle that I'm living. And maybe I am isolating myself a little too much. Sometimes it is hard, though, to put yourself out there. Part of me doesn't want to, part of me doesn't know how to, part of me, like, I'm just kind of like, it's not that I'm scared to, but I also just, I think I'm a kind of person that likes to be comfortable. And it's not that I won't try new things or take risks, but I just don't really have an opportunity right now to do that. Or I guess I just don't want to make opportunities for myself. Like, I'm just taking life as it comes. I'm not really like I'll put myself into situations in terms of like being an being an exec or doing different things or trying to um, involve myself in things that I'm already in and enhancing my position or enhancing my knowledge in things that I'm already doing. But in terms of like new things, I don't really know. Like, I don't know. We'll see what the 20s brings. Um we'll see what happens in my 20s. I guess it is exciting cuz I'm just starting my 20s, which is kind of like I feel old, but I also don't feel old. Like, I'm just starting my 20s. I'm literally just went back to square one. Like, started being a teenager, haha, like now I'm literally ending my teens and I'm in my 20s, which is kind of scary. That is so scary to say right now. But also, I also feel a little bit like a baby because I'm like, I'm only 20 years old. Like, I just started being in my 20s. So I kind of like freshly young adult. Like, so that's, I guess, exciting. But honestly, I'm taking life as it goes. Don't really have any. I have goals in terms of like being in my clubs and stuff like that, and maybe what I want to achieve out of maybe university. But in terms of like, my life outside of university, even like relationships that I have or want to have, like relationships with my friends, I don't really know. Like, I'll just continue to have my relationships with my friends. We'll see where that goes and how it goes. And even like romantic relationships, I don't really know what's going to happen for me in that area. Right now, I don't, like, I'm not seeking anything right now. And I'm not like, whatever comes will come because honestly, being independent is kind of all that I know right now. And it's hard to bring something new into something, like, it's just hard. So, and honestly, I have no opportunities right now to do that, to think about that. So I'm not going to worry about it. And whatever happens will happen. You know what? If it takes until I graduate, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Like what is the point in forcing something that's not supposed to happen? Like, I need someone like that's going to fit into my lifestyle because low key I am my kind of person that like would like to date to marry. Obviously if it doesn't happen that we get married, that's how life goes. Again, take one step at a time. But, I also don't want to settle for something that doesn't belong to me. So at times, like my thought process shifts on that area, and I feel like I don't want to talk too much about that because I want to leave that to another topic of another video. But yeah, that's just how life is right now. Nothing super interesting. Honestly, a little bit stressed recently and not too great mentally, but we're working on it. That is the good thing, and we're going to leave the video off on a good note. We are working on it, and we're working on how to be a young adult because it is stressful. I'm not the only one that's going through bad mental health issues and being stressed. This is, I feel like, it just kind of comes with growing up, and you have to learn how to deal with stressful times and struggles. So, that is what I'm trying to work on, and I'm just kind of taking the punches as they're dealt to me. I'm just going with the flow, whatever happens. And, I hope I have a good semester. I hope I do well in my classes, and I hope that I'm able to reach my goals and be a good exec for my club. I hope tomorrow that I do good on my interview, and I hope that I do well during my session tomorrow, and I a lot of people show up. I teach it really well and people love the dance. I'm these are things that I'm hoping for the very near future. And I hope that whatever I manifest comes to me, and whatever belongs to me comes to me, and that I do look back at my life in my 20s when I'm much older and I really enjoy the life that I lived. And I'm just starting my 20s right now, so I just have that to look forward to. And I'm gonna try to live the best life that I want to live and that's right for me, and that I'm not forcing anything or crossing any of my own boundaries. And yeah, I hope that I learn a lot in this stage of my life. Um, so we're leaving it off on a good note. Um, I feel good being able to post again, and um, this acts as a form of therapy for me. So I look forward to doing these videos. So, yeah, that is the topic and the discussion of tonight. I'm gonna go get some sleep, maybe write in my journal, and wake up tomorrow and be ready to start my exciting day. So, thanks. Good night.